All right, hit the like button. Let's get this party started. You guys ready to get into it? Let's start in 3, 2, 1. Hello, hold on. Hello, there we are. Good day, everybody. Dave Neal, stand-up comic host, Bachelor Nation News, Bachelor in Paradise, Week 2, Episode 2. Let's get into it. We're missing fingers. We're missing morals. We had a couple of good dates happening there. We had a nice Logan Shanae love story. Victoria and Justin took a leap of faith. And who else had dates? Was that it? Sally's vibrator made an appearance there. She's all the rays. All the rays. All the rave. Razor. All right, let me know what you guys think. Going to the chat. Hello, Bruce. Good to see you, my guy. Layla's there. How's everyone else doing? Everyone got their fingers ready to go? We'll have our hands full. It looks like tomorrow night we'll have a... here's what's going to happen. Tomorrow night I'm going to be available for the pre-show, but not the after show. Just so you guys know. Tomorrow morning, I've got to take my dog back to the vet for the final of his preventative vaccinations. My dog's an anti-vaxxer, but we make him do it. He always says, my body, my choice. And I say, not when you live under my roof. It's your body, my choice. So I got to take the old senior basset hound to the vet at 8:30 in the morning. Don't worry, I'll have 3 videos up before we even start that. So I'll show you what videos we'll have up. Let's see if we've got the right monitor up. We don't. Hold on. Let me switch graphics here. Moving things around. Secondary, that's the one. So tomorrow I'm going to have a video about Nick Viall. He throws Caitlin Bristow under the bus. Oh, and by the way, check this out. You guys want to see something fun? We were, by the way, imitation is the highest form of flattery. Check this out.
What we're doing, we need some advice. Hello, everyone. Dave Neal here, stand-up comedian and host of Bachelor Nation News. Folks, we got a good one for you today.
Great.
I have a special guest coming on, but before that, make sure you click the like and subscribe button. Don't want to miss a thing.
I tell you what, they're just coming for my jobs right here. Kelly Johns, everybody, your famous impersonator, Kelly Johns. I got to say, eyebrows. I mean, she really focused on my eyebrows. I think can we just get a little side-by-side here? Oh, hold on. Oh, boy, what did I do? I just hit something. Hold on, folks. Oh, boy, we have technical difficulties. Yeah, I done did it. Hold, there it is. Hold on. So if I could zoom in on me, and then we can look at the Kelly Johns version of me, we can see not too bad. I mean, she did a pretty good job there as far as recreating the essence and aura, which is known as Dave Neal. A power recapper with a power impressionist, Kelly Johns, as Dave Neal. Okay, by the way, I gotta give credit here. You know me. You might be thinking I'm overly riding the old Katie Thurston train, but here's here's a nice sketch that came out today. Katie Thurston and corporate Natalie, when your coworker is here for the wrong reasons, and this is as if Katie Thurston got hired by the corporation.
Hey, can I steal you for a sec?
Any Thanksgiving plans?
I'm probably just gonna head to my hometown.
Yeah.
See some family.
Same.
I put a 2-on-1 on the calendar. Yeah, like the 3 of us.
I'll sign it eventually. I mean, if we just keep pushing.
Hey Rod, sorry to interrupt. Can I steal her for a sec?
Yeah, I'll be out in 1 second.
This is why we don't hire reality TV stars.
Why is she like that? So weird. Guys, clients coming into the office at 12. First impressions are everything.
Tell me about it.
Season's over, dude. Like
Season's
direction
over. Right.
creatively, because I think that they're...
Can you go to the next slide?
Yeah. Katie, what do you think? She always does this. Words would help. Words. Look at the slide. Why are you looking off into the distance? What is that gonna... It's not gonna accomplish anything.
Hey, can I steal you for a sec?
First of all, look, that's objectionably very, very funny. That's really good. I mean, look, if you're a company and you're gonna pay an influencer or former lead to do something with you, collaborate, have fun with it. Good job. All right, let's go back to some music here. I mean, do you guys want to take voicemails? Let me know. We can do voicemails if you want. I wasn't able to make the pre-episode live. I had dance lessons. You know me. A week before the wedding, big time dance lessons. Annie said Romeo digging his own proverbial grave. Yeah, it's not looking good for Romeo. Yeah, Layla, isn't that funny? We never noticed Sierra's missing pinky, and now that it's missing, it's the only thing you notice. That's just how it works, you know? That's how it works. All right, so let's go to Twitter. At least he's self-aware. Data scientist Romeo. What does that mean, he's self-aware? Paradise has revealed Romeo is actually an idiot, and he liked it. So at least he liked that he's an idiot. Let's see some other comments here. Our union leader Aaron will arrive soon. Yes, he will. All right. 0.0 rebounds. So yeah, that's Romeo. I always say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, but in this case, Romeo took 3 shots and missed them all. Which happens, you know. Romeo's like going after Brittany. I thought Brittany was into Romeo. The way she was like, yeah, sure, just run it by Jill first, and then he goes in for a kiss, and she's like, no, don't run it by Jill first. All right, here the union boss is looking very swole. Very nice. Romeo crying with no tears to show. No, I believe that he was actually crying. I don't know if it was cry worthy, but who am I to judge another person's tears? Alrighty, so the boys are back. Of course, this all came from the preview. Yeah, you couldn't not have them back. They're cheap talent, and now look at that. We have Aaron. No, what's the guy on the left again? James. Whatever. He's got the fully tatted leg. That cannot feel good. Don't tell me you didn't see the resemblance immediately. So did they do this on purpose? We have this meme of the girl deceptively watching her house burn down, and then we have Shanae in front of. They must have done this on purpose, right? That's a really, really nice. They had the framing right. They had the whole thing down. Well, folks, who's willing to say their opinions of Shanae have changed? Anybody let me know. Anybody willing to tell me that their opinions of Shanae have changed? Look, I don't root people on based on how perfect they are. And you could tell me that's a place of privilege I come from. Sure. But I was excited to see Shanae. I was excited to see a version of her that was not combative and over the top and all that. And that's what I feel like we got. All right, give me a second to pull up the voicemail line. Let's see what I can do here. Hold on a second. Oh, we're all over the place. Hold on a second. Gonna get the voicemail line over here. I had such a nice meeting today with some people regarding what we might do in 2023 to take my content to the next level. And I'm very excited to share it with you. Maybe I'll share it with the Patreon tomorrow. It's just I'm not quite prepared to share it yet, but I can share that I'm excited to share. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not falling in love, but I'm on the way to falling. You know what they say? Okay, so let's go here. I'm gonna play some of your voicemails. We'll go to Alex. Let's see, Alex, you are first, and we'll play Jen, and then Celeste, and then Aaron, and then David. Okay, that's the order. If you want to call in, by all means, feel free. I'll put the voicemail line up in 1 second.
Hi, Dave. This is Alex from New York.
Hey, Alex.
I enjoyed this episode. I found it a little bit contrived. I found like that whole, with Wes and that whole thing that they acted out, like a little bit wild. I find myself weirdly rooting for Shanae, like hoping that she finds love. I guess like now she's sort of like painted as the underdog. But I really appreciate everything that you do. Don't have a ton to say, but I'm kind of excited to see how this all unravels. It seems a little bit wild, but thanks for all that you do. And bye.
Bye. Thank you so much, Alex, calling in. Yeah, look. We'll have to see. I keep a strong pulse on what people are saying in the comment section about Shanae, and it seems that there's people that are excited to see her have an edit that's not just her yelling with Genevieve, and then there are others that are saying she never apologized for her ableist comments. And I guess I don't know. Did she? Has she? I have no idea. Those comments being, I believe, what she has said to Elizabeth. Regarding ADHD. And I guess the overall question then becomes is is Shanae's beef with Elizabeth. Does that offend people on a personal level, or are they offended on behalf of others? I don't know, guys. I think what pissed a lot of people off with Shanae is that she said that when Elizabeth tried to explain ADHD, Shanae said something along the lines of, we all have ADHD. Like, don't, get over it or something like that. To which I wouldn't offend. Whenever you sort of dismiss someone else's concerns, that doesn't always lead well. So people want to be understood. Maybe Shanae does have ADHD, or maybe Shanae lives in a mind where she can't fully access all of the pain or trials and tribulations that she feels, like a lot of people that are out there. Just because Elizabeth was more of an intellect doesn't mean Shanae isn't a worthwhile person. And maybe there'll be a time where she can get educated in a way that's not in a hostage-like situation. Because, of course, the pressure that people put under Shanae to apologize, some people just don't do that. No need to, like when people were all mad at me for following somebody, the worst thing I could have done was unfollow that person in the moment, because I wouldn't have meant it. And the people that it would have been trying to appease wouldn't have cared. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like Shanae not apologizing doesn't mean there isn't a conversation worth having. It means sometimes you can't do things under duress.
Hey, Dave, Mrs. B from Hamilton, Ontario.
What up?
So you know that point in the episode where they were discussing their scars? Okay, I'm thinking, I got this. I can top them all. I got my extra fingers chopped off. I was born with 12 fingers. I got the scars to prove it. And then that girl Sierra whips out a missing finger. Bro, no. I can't be in the same room as Sierra. She wins every time. Anyways, long episode, drama drawn out, but did enjoy. But looking forward to tomorrow's pre-live stream. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. By the way, you know what you can do with 12 fingers? You can hit the like button a dozen times, but don't do that. Maybe 11 or a baker's dozen. Where I come from, a baker's dozen is 13. Bruce says, people said no, their opinion on Shanae hasn't changed. That's fine. I'm trying to go to the comments here. Bruce says, okay, Shanae never apologized for mocking ADHD, faking an apology at a rose ceremony. I wonder if Shanae was diagnosed with ADHD, if it would change the discussion at all. I don't know. I just I see her as somebody who's how do I put this? More complicated than just a flat-out villain. That's what I saw. That's what I felt from the second. But that pisses a lot of people off. But I say that about everybody. Greg Rippo, he's probably not that bad of a guy. Turns out seems to be a pretty decent guy. Most people that we want their heads on a stake. It's like, look, even Chad Johnson. He's a veteran, right? He's a veteran. He's a vet, a military vet, who has struggled with addiction and other issues, and he lashes out in certain ways. And, sure, yeah, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean he has the right to rip Evan's shirt off, but as an example of finding grace for people that might not apologize, might not feel a certain way. Oh, we just played that one. Let's go to Celeste.
Hey, Dave. It's me, Celeste. I'm calling from Beeville, Texas, and I really love Jill's antics. I mean, she was absolutely a queen tonight. Go Jill. Anyway, thanks. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Jill. Let's see if we have Jill. How do we search Jill? I don't know if we can find Jill on here, but yeah, Jill absolutely was. She set proper boundaries. She wasn't taking anything from anybody. And, Romeo's like, look, if I give you the rose, she goes, the door is firmly shut. What she should have done is she should have said, yeah, Romeo, give me the rose. I'd love to explore things. And then she gets the rose and she's like, I got your rose. And then whatever. That would have been fun. Okay. Let's go to Aaron in Texas.
Hey, it's Erin from Texas, and I have to hear all of y'all's opinions on how hard they went on Sally. I feel like that is so unnecessary. Like, what could she have possibly done to screw over production that much that they had to, like, obviously fake embarrass her with all these things that were obviously not hers? And, like, whatever, have a vibrator. But, like, come on. You don't have to try to embarrass somebody with, like, a waffle maker and random shenanigans. So I just thought it was totally unnecessary and way too long-winded. Not my thing.
Yeah. Well, okay, by the way, Irene with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Irene. Says, me being here since Chris's season. Chris Harrison? No, I'm kidding. Here's the thing with Sally, you know. I start to wonder how bizarre Wells's story was. And again, might be naive here. I feel like I believe it. Now, if we could get somebody in the Bachelor Nation to maybe cross-examine the extensions that were shown from the suitcase, with maybe some extensions we see, you know what I mean? Like, that would be nice. As we do know, Sally was known for flying out of state. I actually believe I commented on it here. Let's see. She says pilot in training, and we knew she used to fly. One of the big storylines was that she would actually fly to her hairdresser who was in a different part of the world. Did I ever comment on this? Let's see. I said flying get your hair did. That's what I said. This was 38 weeks ago, and she laughed and said shush. So yeah, look, I have no problem with Sally manipulating the show and deciding not to go on. I mean, it's like, look, you know, she could have decided to go to the show and they could have kept her in the hotel room to the last day. She, as we did report here, was getting jiggy with it, as it were. A little Will Smith reference there. She was getting jiggy with it with Justin at Stagecoach. And yeah, so I don't know. The fact that she never even made it out of the limo on Bachelor, I got to be honest with you. I'm intrigued by Sally. I'm intrigued by this storyline of hope. And you know what? Maybe there is something to it that she's like gone through some horrible breakup, but she can't shake it. You know, I think we've all been there. All right, let's go to Abby in Texas.
Dave Neal, what up? It's Abby from Texas.
Hey, how are you?
All right, so I just got done watching an episode, and oh boy, Romeo. I'm not gonna lie, I am very, very disappointed in Romeo because I honestly thought that he was smarter than that. You know what I mean? And dude is like what, in his like early 30s? Seems like dudes that are in their early 30s don't have their shit together and playing other women. Shame.
Yeah, I mean, shame, and do you good. Shame. Okay, so let's pull up Romeo. I love that you led with Romeo. Let's do a little Romeo. Here's just humor me here. Oh Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, but be sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet. 'Tis by thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes. Without that title, Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of thee, take all myself. Thank you very much. 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 And that, my friends, is the best of 2022. All right. Okie dokie. Let's go. You thought that story by Wells was a waste of time. Here I am talking about the Montagues.
Hey, it's David in New York. I just have to say all props to Teddy. She should be the Bachelorette somewhere down the road if things don't work out in Paradise. She's fantastic. So just felt compelled to say that. Would be interested how others feel. Bye.
All right. Thank you so much. David in New York says, Teddy Wright might be looking for Mr. Wright. Now, what we know about Teddy, by the way, I love that visor. Isn't that a nice visor? I wonder what she's reading. Looks like, I don't know, I can't really tell from that angle. Cute bikini. Okay, so what we know about Teddy is that she has not shared any photos or information from Bachelor in Paradise, which makes you wonder, has the show done her wrong? Oh boy, this is triggering. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Who doesn't love sushi? We have ramen right there. And not a big, you guys know me, I'm not a big shrimp guy, but either way, whatever works on the plate there. All right. I just wish someone would take photos of me the way they take photos of their food. Here we have Teddy preparing to... So, yeah, these are from a month ago. So, clearly, Teddy doesn't feel the need to share about her experience. Let's go to... You know what? I think we're done with voicemail. So, the voicemail line is wide open. If anyone wants to call the voicemail line, shame, shame, shame. Go. Okay, let's go over here. And yeah, we got a lot going on. We're not going to have the longest of live streams, but I tell you, if we do have new people call in, that does help the live stream last a little longer. But we've got a lot going on tonight. Like I said, I've got to take the dog to the vet in the morning. And of course, we're preparing for our wedding week, which of course we will try to have some extra bonus content for you all out there. I want to thank everyone who's joined the Patreon. We will have private behind the scenes. If you want to watch the wedding ceremony, and I promise you this, it will only forever be available on Patreon. That will not be public. I have to keep it for the loyal folks. So you can go watch that, $5 a month. Watch it or don't. That'll be on patreon.com/Dave Neal. Okie dokie. Hey, you got to throw. Hey, look, the kid's got a fee. We got, you know how much our video guy cost? $27.75. Are you kidding me with that? $27.75? I wanted drones. I wanted multiple angles. It's like, you better give me memory cards. And he was like, well, that's going to cost you extra. And I said, throw it on my tab. Do you know who I am? Do you know who the F I... All right. Usually we get that call to action and then we get a flood of voicemails. So maybe you guys are all just leaving such epic voicemails that they haven't come in yet. But we don't, let's see. Is this, no, we don't have any new voicemails. All right. So we'll take a look. Take a look. It's in a book. It's a reading rainbow. I can't buy it. Okay. I'm actually surprised we have 319 people in the chat. I don't want to F with y'all out there. So we have no response from Sally regarding her character portrayal on the show. But look, I mean, honestly, it only builds to the allure known as Sally. I mean, it's almost like this should be a running gag. Every season of The Bachelor, Sally shows up and she's like, nah. But honestly, maybe she's somebody who knows her worth and she's just not, willing to go on the show for anybody less than what she wants. I mean, Clayton wasn't the guy, even though didn't Clayton give her a rose? He was like, please just stick around. She's like, I don't know about that. So, hey, and who knows, maybe she suffers from some like wild form of anxiety because she understands that the show is probably going to try to wreck her. She's obviously seen how it all goes down out there. See some other, so what did you guys think of, what's her, Haley, right? I feel really bad because you have Haley and Genevieve basically left at the beach to overthink their relationships. But at least with Genevieve, she was canoodling with Justin. Haley and Logan really had no chemistry whatsoever. And how much fun was that where Haley's like, I have a hard time coming out of my shell. I'm like a snail. And then Logan's like, you mean a turtle? And she's like, yeah, So, hey, love is blind. She thought she had a good connection with Logan, and maybe she did, but yeah, hey, them's the apples. Them's the apples. That's how it works. That's how it works that, some relationships take root and others do not. All right, back to Jen in Ontario. You're up.
Yo, Dave, Mrs. B from Hamilton here.
Yo.
I don't know why you didn't roast me for being born with 12 fingers. I'm a little disappointed.
Well, I mean, I don't. What do you want me to do with that? You give good hand jobs? Like, what do you? Are you good at piano? Like, what do you need? I told you had 12 fingers. You can you could play. Did you play the flute? What do you like? What's a good thing to do with 12 fingers? Obviously, I don't know. You could maybe be a magician. You could hold some extra cards behind your fingers there. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me just look up born with 12 fingers. Let's see what this gives us. So is this what 12 finger? Okay, so were they like nubs like that? Were they like little extra guys? I'm not here to make fun of people that have extra fingers. In fact, I'm actually, this is, it was, or like maybe you could be a wide receiver. You got extra, room to, I don't know. Okie dokie. We're trying. It's live. Let's go to our next voicemail.
Hi, Dave. This is Colleen from Chicago.
Hey, Colleen.
I'm calling because I had a hard time watching tonight. I think it's because these girls are, I don't know, this happens every season. I don't know why I'm surprised, but they are just breaking down over guys that they know nothing about. But it happens. I mean, it's going to happen when the girls have the roses too. So it's just a part of paradise, but I don't know. For some reason tonight, it was just like all of them, both of them, whoever it was, freaking out about guys they don't even know. And I don't know, like sometimes it's like an age thing. I don't know if it's an age thing, but then I remember like past people like Mari, who was young and she was like so mature, and probably others, Abigail, or I don't know. So I don't know. I shouldn't be comparing, and maybe I'm being judgy of these girls.
Judge away. Be judgy.
They know nothing about these guys.
Judge.
And I don't know. Sometimes I think I need to find a new reality dating show because this just happens every season, but I can't stop myself. So anyway, that's all I have to say. Okay, thanks, Dave.
Shame. No, I appreciate you. Please be. She's like, am I judgy? Am I being a little judgy? Be judgy. Judge away. 401-213-9828. Be judgy. But I can't. I'll tell you what. I'm not lying. I'm more excited to watch Dancing with the Stars tonight. You know why? Because it was shot live. But when you go on Disney, and again, they're not a sponsor, but if you have Disney, it's such a pleasurable experience. It's a 90-minute episode. There's no commercials. It just flows. It's nice. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I've been in dance lessons here, which again, I will be sharing my dance lesson vlog on Patreon. Miss Pretty Amazing, great name by the way, says Shanae is more exciting than Haley for Logan. And look, it's not just that Shanae is more exciting. Take away the ableist comments. Take away how Shanae acted with these other women. Logan's not going to care how Shanae acted with other women. He's just not. Maybe I'm just telling you that because I'm a guy who gets guys. That's not a red flag for Logan. If Shanae makes Logan laugh and they have good chemistry, look, Shanae's from Ohio. She's like a guy's guy from the Midwest. I bet she's a blast to hang out with. I'm not just saying that. I don't know her. I bet she's actually very interesting to hang out with. Plus, she's beautiful, and clearly Logan's got a thing for her. I was very excited that Logan and Shanae had a little redemption date. And we'll have to see if that redemption turns into any other forms of redemption. Will they make it to the boom boom room? We'll have to see.
Yeah, this is a really good one. I actually get asked this a lot. I'm just kind of like afraid to get political on here, but to keep it short and sweet, like, yes, I agree. Sometimes you don't watch. Sometimes you just let everyone else watch, and you get the idea. Yeah, if you use the really creamy kind, I think you could.
But I love when Logan does. I'm getting a man crush. I love when he does these close-up sort of Owen Wilson puckered lips looks. Like, what is this? Any advice for mental health? Understand who your real friends are and who really cares about you. Create things that set you on fire. Always remember, life is worth living. And he tags his bro Aaron Clancy. How sweet.
I just read A Portrait of Dorian Gray. I know it's like a middle school book, but it was amazing.
I know it's a middle school book.
What's up, guys? It's me, Logan.
All right, sushi in San Diego. Oh, very nice. It's a big sushi night here. All right, so what else do we have? We got a couple of you guys here. Someone had said Annie said maybe Sally should DM Clayton since he's single now. I don't think Sally was that into Clayton, though. Lil Brownie D said Logan was a jerk for that. Do you mean because he didn't give all of his attention to Haley? I mean, if he was nice to Haley, maybe he didn't want to lead her on. I don't know. Because clearly Logan wasn't into Haley. He's like, oh, so how are your connections going? You know what I mean? Alexandra said, I have ADD, but have not been personally offended by the interaction between Shanae and Elizabeth. Glad Elizabeth is speaking to it, though. I'd like to see people discuss ADD beyond hyperactive. And again, not to beat a dead horse, but let's just, you know what I mean? I saw the Shanae-Elizabeth fight for what it was, which is say what you can to beat the other person. I'm not saying it's right, guys. My explanation is not, excuse, but I didn't see it as Shanae having any issue with any sort of neurodiversity. I think, anyway, I beat the dead horse. He's like, can you stop? I'm in heaven, whatever. All right. So, Christy in Minnesota. Let's go to Minnesota.
Hi, this is Christy from Minnesota. I just don't know if I should feel bad for Romeo or not. It was such a conflicting moment on the episode. Like, at first I was like, oh my gosh, look what he's doing to himself. And then he started crying and I was like, that seems real to me. So then I felt bad, but I also loved Jill for, standing up. So, I don't know. It was a whole moment.
Shame, 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 Romeo, how art thou? No, I mean, look, feel bad for Romeo. Crying's weird. Look, I get it. You want people to share their emotions, but when you're crying because you didn't get what you want, it's almost like a different cry. It's like, it's not like he's crying because he finally opened up. He's crying because he kind of took a shot and he missed. You know what I mean? Which it's like, okay, you know what I mean? But it's not like, I don't know. I'm torn. I don't feel bad for him, but I don't think he's a villain. I just think he's like, all right, bro, welcome to paradise. You found somebody who likes you, and then you got bored real easily. Welcome to having too many options, and they blow up in your face.
Bruce from Oregon. Dave,
Bruce.
I saw that waffle maker in the episode, and it really made me crave some waffles.
Yeah.
Now, when you make a good waffle in the waffle maker, the best part of it is the W, because without the W, it's awful. That's all I got. See you later. Bye.
There it is, folks. An awful waffle. I'll take an awful waffle over no waffle. But I'll tell you, you know what kind of waffle I wouldn't mind, Bruce? An unlawful waffle. You know what I mean? One of those unlawful waffles that's illegal in certain states because it's so good. Give me an unlawful waffle, even if it's awful. That's what I have to say about that.
Okay, in regards to the extra fingers.
All right, we have breaking news on regards to the extra finger. Jen has 12 fingers, and here's what she has to say about the extra finger.
The left one had some bone in it and could have been functional if they had let it keep growing. The right one did not. My mom got them chopped off when I was 1.5 years old. I do have fun pictures. My brother was actually born with extra fingers and extra toes, and our local university wanted to study me if I also had the extra toes to try to figure out the genetic link, because there isn't a confirmed genetic link, or at least there wasn't back then. So it'll be fun when I have a kid one day if they've got an extra finger or not. I guess we'll find out.
All right, everyone.
Heterodactyly or some bullshit like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, we're going to need... hey, Siri, remind me in 15 years to ask Jen how many fingers her kids have. That'll be funny. In 15 years, I'm like, welcome to Bachelor Week, huh? And then I'm like, oh, Jen, how many fingers do your kids have? She's like, 17. All right, we're down to our last voicemail. What are we at on time? I'm only going to do a 40. All right, this is it, unless anyone else wants to call. Here's your last chance to call in, 401-213-9828. Again, we'll be live tomorrow morning, probably around 10, although... subject to change, because I am going to be taking the dog to the vet, but I think his appointment's at 8:40, and he's just getting the jab. Like I said, he's an old anti-vaxxer basset hound, but it's his body, my choice. That's how it works. By the way, did you see this? Hold on. Oh boy, I got some hilarious news. I mean, it's not. It's hilarious in an ironic sense. Are you guys familiar? And this has nothing to do with Bachelor Nation. Are you? Because people had asked me before what grifting means, and I always say it's when you're a con man. It's when you try to sell something that you don't personally believe in. Pro-life Herschel Walker paid for girlfriend's abortion. And look, you might not like the website here. The woman has receipts and a get well card from the football star who is now running for Senate. How? Oh, I can't get into the article here. How funny that when we talk about grifting, it's like, look, if you want to be pro-life, at least believe in it. My point being, though, is that these politicians say they're pro-life to pander to their audience, and then they pay for abortions. Is that pro-life? Is that a pro-life thing to do? To pay for your girlfriend's abortion and then get her a get well card? All right, folks, that's all I've got to say about that. All right. It's just funny to me. It's funny when a priest or a minister cheats on their wife, because it's like, look, you don't practice what you preach. You collect the money, you don't pay taxes, and you don't practice what you preach. And for every bad apple, there's a million good ones. Don't get me wrong. I got family that I have preachers in my family. The point is, though, you gotta shame and expose people. Did you see this other one? Fisherman cheat. Did you see this one? This is another thing I haven't covered over there in the on Dave Neal show because I've been too busy. Oh, all these subscriptions. What do you think? Well, yeah, I don't have time to subscribe to these things. We had a fisherman over the weekend in a tournament stuff his fish full of lead balls, and he had won like several $100,000 over the last few years in these fishing tournaments. And as soon as they found out that he had cheated, they just all shamed him.
Welcome to Who's Talking.
Okay, get out of here with this stupid. Just show me the TikTok. Anyway, you've seen it before, but you got to shame people when they're fraudulent like that. Casey Coote said Herschel Walker held a gun to his wife's head and threatened to blow her brain. I'm not surprised. And look, for all we know, Herschel Walker probably has CTE. He's from the time period where football players did not protect their head. And then anyway, Mrs. B says Patreon tomorrow. Yes, we will have a Patreon. Planning for 10 a.m. It might be a little later. Do I have anything else to show you guys? I'm going to show you guys this more in depth in the Patreon. But Tasha and I, my fiance. Hey, Tasha, did you post a new video? Let's see if Tasha posted a video. We had a reel that we were making earlier today. Boy, been real busy. Tonight is going to be interesting. Please don't come for me when you see me spiraling. Senna, do you really think anybody would put a waffle maker in a suitcase that they're bringing to a beach? So let's go to Tasha here. And then, yeah, what I'm going to do, because I have to take the dog to the vet in the morning, is I'm going to try to make my thumbnails tonight for the 3 videos that are coming out tomorrow. So Tasha just made a reel. Oh, here it is. I helped her make this. If you enjoy my content, make sure to go binge my fiance's. She's been posting all of our wedding reels here. Here's one. So those are all different shoes. Which shoes should she wear for the wedding? It's a nice little transition there. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, look, Jen's already commented. Ceremony 4 or 1, dance floor 3. And you'll have to stay tuned, folks, because, look, I mean, hey, I mean, like, come on. We all watch the show so we can see people, where it's a very loving audience. But wait until you see if Tasha and I can pull off the waltz that we're working on. We'll have to see. Reading some more comments. Celeste said, absolutely disheartening to hear about Herschel Walker. I mean, look, it's important for people to know that their elected officials are doing what you want them to do, regardless of political party or anything like that. And if there's someone out there that's fraudulent, you got to call them out, because there's probably a better candidate out there. Yeah, the hurricane's fake. Boo. I'd like to rile people up, just seeing if there's any other comments there. No, I think that's it for us. We're at 300 in the chat. I've got a little bit, I've got some Dancing with the Stars to go catch up on and prepare for tomorrow's videos, which we will have a lot of. All right, folks, thank you so much for the super chats and for the comments and all the new subscribers. We appreciate all of you, and we will see you first thing in the morning with Bachelor in Paradise recap, a Nick Viall video, and I've also got an update on Eric Schwer and the Blackface conversation. Lots to talk about tomorrow, and we'll see you later. Bye, everybody!
love me some Dave Neal.
Push the like button.
I don't care if you think I'm pimping for Dave. I would highly suggest going to Dave Neal's YouTube page.
That's rubbish, Dave.
Does he have like this swag?
Girls, you don't know. Barrel scraping Dave.
That's rubbish, Dave.
I don't care if you think I'm pimping for Dave.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. I would highly suggest going to Dave Neal's YouTube page.
You can't